Hi. I haven't packed the cards away because I'm right here, still shuffling the Rumi. I'm just going to take a sip of my drink. And we're just going to continue the reading. Okay, so let's go. So, Rumi, 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 Rumi. Let's read a message from Rumi. Thank you. This is our card. We have two. Wow. The impossible made possible. Okay. And so that was card 9, the impossible made possible, and card 24, resplendent with grace. Perhaps this person believed that you had let them go. Perhaps they believed that you had already let them go. Perhaps they believed that you'd surrendered them. Perhaps you've sent them a message. Perhaps they are the ones that have received or will receive a message from you. Bottom of the deck, the cloak of Christ. So, this is quite a message. Okay, so let's read it. So I'm pretty sure you'll want to see these cards. I mean, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's clear the table. Let's clear the table for Rumi. Let's pack away the old message now. And let's focus on something good right now. With Rumi, let's see what the message is. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Fiddly. It all becomes rather fiddly. Let's leave that there as we knock everything off. Okay. Oh fiddlesticks. Oh fiddlesticks. Let's put that there. Let's pop that back there. And let's put our message on the table. You still can't see it, can you? Well, that's just marvellous. Oh, it's still moving. Let's move cards along. Okay. Oh, there you go, everyone. Can you see? Yay! Great. So there's the bottom of the deck. You definitely can't see this one, but hey ho, let's go. Hey ho, let's go. Right, we're now ready. I became Scottish for a moment, so let's go. Card 9, the impossible made possible. It is possible. Let's get a Rumi message. Let's find our message in the book. Let's read the poems. For our Sunday evening soul servicing. Let's go. As you relax into your slumber on this Sunday evening. The impossible made possible. Love brings the sea into boiling and turns the mountains into a pebble. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shudders the earth with its magnitude. Rumi. She spins this great earth goddess upon invisible strings amongst a wildly pulsating ballet of life. Stars are born, live and die all around her. Life moves in constant flux, and still she spins in her great, loving, constant pirouette. How can this be? All of creation is born from nothing. Out of endless silence and darkness, light emerges. What strange magic is this? The sun heats the solar system and burns with the power to destroy life, yet it is a force by which life is sustained. Surely this makes no sense and cannot be. We dance in the realm of the impossible made possible constantly, you and I. We are so engrossed in it, so familiar with it, and yet so blind to it, that these constant impossibilities happening in every moment fail to inspire us. Oh my goodness. I think I need a new camera stand. Anybody want to help there? I really don't know the best one. If you know the best one, like, send me, I don't mean the most expensive either. Lovely. Yet, what are your biggest, boldest, most extraordinarily impossible dreams compared to this impossibility of life itself? They are but tiny seeds in the Creator's masterful hand, being now planted in the heavenly garden. Yes, they are being planted right now, for the moon tells us the moon tells us the time is right. Most tenderly shall they be watched over, nurtured into fullness according to the season. Yes, that growth is assured. The impossible is now made possible. Okay, let's read card 24. We'll go back. We're floating over the book at the moment. And it's because I dropped the page. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Greetings from my heart to you who are always with me, hidden inside as the heart. You are the compass of my life. My course is your way, no matter where I go. You exist everywhere and in everything, always watching over us. My soul brightens in the darkness when I speak your name. Far beyond the body, there is an opening from my heart into yours. Through that opening, I send you secret messages like the moonlight. I polish the mirror of my heart to be your reflection. I make my ear the receiver for the tenderness of your words. You are in the ear, you are in the mind, you are in every burning heart. What am I saying? You are I. This is my way to describe you. Rumi. Your divine grace clothes me in robes of sky blue and blood red, as a shimmering galaxy of compassion within the field of which no longer, oh my goodness, wrong word, as a shimmering galaxy of compassion within the field of which no being is excluded. The darkness of night is illuminated, and all creatures are bathed in the fine golden hue of your presence. There is only beauty beheld now, for there is nothing that is not of your artistry, of your divine hand, generous with its grace. Wow. In the school of humanity, when you become intimate with God, you reside on the King's throne and teach the angels the nature of the divine. Rumi. My sacred brother, he who shares my heart and yours, beating as one in harmony with the great unending love, brings you the mantle of his protection. Do you imagine that there is any part of your life, of your body, of your soul, that is outside the realm of his divine love and protection? Offer all to him. Leave nothing cast aside. Surrender. Surrender all to him. Leave nothing cast aside. He and I together receive you absolutely, without conditions, now. The compassion born out of our own struggles tempers the karmic weight of divine justice. We have been through the same journey you are taking now, sweet divine soul. In oneness with the divine heart, we know of your efforts and your struggles. So what is bestowed upon you now is the restoration of forgiveness, of compassion, of kindness, of mercy. My sacred brother speaks to you. He shall receive your darkness and your light, the angel of your heart and the demon of your fear. Nothing is greater than my brother's love for you. Nothing is greater than my holy passion for you. Take refuge under the cloak of Christ, the mantle of my sacred brother, and know that you are held in our loving sanctuary. Okay. We only limit what we believe to be possible by our lack of imagination. The divine has recourse to all that is and all that is yet to be. Is there any limit to the resources of the heavens? No. So then, why has not every impossible dream now been rendered possible, indeed manifest in shining glory upon the earth? The human heart knows everything envisioned can manifest according to divine timing and grace. Yet the mind does quake with fear, so much so that it will not listen to the heart at times. That fear is a childlike nightmare that should you offer yourself up to the divine, sacred loving power of the great Creator, you might be found to be lacking. The mind beholds itself captive with dark fantasies of that profound rejection, and then avoids confronting it directly at all times, at all costs. It creates barriers instead, truly nothing more than lines in the sand, yet believed to be forts. But what strongholds can resist love? It is like water. It seeps into every available space and changes form to survive in every environmental condition. With unfailing intelligence, it creates life. From steam to ice, rainfall, the river and ocean, rain descending into snowflakes, snow capping the peak, expressing itself with beauty and genius. It nestles under the earth and rises to the sky, only to return to the earth again. It will erode blockages and prevail, no matter how long that process takes. it carves the earth into shape and form. Where it is, there is life. Such is the adaptable intelligence and persistence of water, just as is the power of love. So now you are guided by this loving power to drop the doubt, shed the incredulity, and open up the mind. Allow your imagination to be inspired, as though you are a child in a great garden hearing the breath of the earth in the wind-whipped leaves and the voice of the ancestors in birdsong. The universe wants something to happen for you, something beautiful, something utterly improbable, and something perfect for your path, your own unique divine destiny. Your mind will wonder if it is even possible. People around you may wonder the same thing, but your heart will burn for it to become real, to become more than a fantastic, improbable dream. You'll want it with all your soul. You may not even be consciously aware as yet what this great desire is, but your heart knows. It holds the secret knowledge and will unveil it when your mind can handle it, when your heart is much more powerful than your mind. You won't unintentionally block the incredible grace of manifestation seeking to pour into your thirsty soul like the sweetest, purest waters of blessing. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to have to plug you in. I may have to plug you in. Let's just do that before. Okay, last time it wasn't charging, but let's just hope it is this time. It is difficult to see your magnificence. Rather, is it difficult to see your magnificence? Without a mirror the size of a galaxy, how could you possibly witness all that you are? You must just catch glimpses of your truth now and then. Oh, if you could see yourself as I see you in all your glorious fullness of being. You are swathed in robes of grace, so light and freeing that they do not weigh you down, and yet so luscious and full that you cannot help but stir the movement of all of creation as you step this way and that way. I've got a vision. It's private. But it's interesting because it's something that I couldn't help but see many years ago. It was a specific robe that I had a vision of my divine masculine wearing. And so that paragraph literally made me see that again. Of course, it matters not to grace whether you see or do not see, for grace simply is, without witnessing being required. Yet you might live rather differently, my beloved, should you realize you are not only worthy of grace, but actually dripping with it, saturated with divine presence so rich it leaks out of you and causes sunlight to pool at your holy feet. Oh yes, you are resplendent in holiness and sanctity. Should you come to know this as I do, you would take each step with awe and reverence. You would decide that not a thing in your world could be classed as mundane, and decide with bold fervour that you are living in godliness and must create your world through choices that honour love. No fear, even the most stubbornly persistent, would be able to withstand the sight of your magnificent beating heart, so wild with life. In the sight of that wild heart, you would have to call all your fears close to you, soothing them with your words of love like riled children in need of tenderness and quiet. Then, when rested, you would wake them from their slumber, and they would arise as falcons, ready to soar to the height of your most daring visions. Hunting for life to feed them, they will ensure the ample grace pulsing within your heart has its chance to come to life in the world and serve love. This oracle, resplendent with grace, comes to you with a message. You may be wondering if you can attain this next stage of growth in your life. You are already well equipped to do so. No matter what no matter what you might believe about the situation, circumstances, or others involved, even yourself, you have within your soul possession more than enough grace to see you through anything you are bold enough to envision for yourself, or for any vision you feel life has bestowed upon you. So pray through unconditional love to access all that you are, to be supported by those beings that love you without condition. Pray to realize that you are so drenched in sacred grace that the well of your being is full. All that is needed to nurture you onto the next step of your life path is already within you now. Success is yours, but you must believe in your ability, your readiness, and your capacity to take this next phase of the journey now. How could it be otherwise? For you are one with grace. Okay. Beloved, are you tired? Your soul has been ravaged inside and out, and you are succumbing to struggle that is not karmic or necessary, but a symptom of fatigue and weariness of heart, mind, body, and soul. That which plagues you, whether something specific or a general nagging malaise or anxiety you cannot quite pin down, is not as powerful as you fear. You are being given a grace here and now, that it may be overcome. Remember, your reactions are a symptom of your exhaustion and a sign that you need respite, sanctuary, restoration. They are not a sign that something must be done, so much as a sign that something must be received, allowed. That something is healing, made possible through divine protection. In this instance, protection is bestowed through the cloak of the Christ. This cloak is a sacred container that places your body and soul within the loving energy of the Christ consciousness. This unconditionally loving energy is not limited to the being bearing its name, but is shared by Rumi and many other holy ones. It is typified by wholeness. There is nothing within you that would cause the Christ to turn away from you, not even those parts of you that may fill you with fear, shame, guilt, or regret. He and Rumi are sacred brothers, loving and supportive of each other, and they see your soul as one of their family, one of their own. You are so loved by them both, equally and without measure. Can you allow yourself to take refuge in this knowledge, to feel it, not only as an idea, nourishing as that is, but as a visceral reality where you complete the sacred honouring ritual and allow yourself to feel the peace and receive healing? The knowledge of the Christ's unconditional love for you is a safe space, a place to fall into when you are struggling. It is a sacred container for your healing process, an energetic field that is stronger and more enduring than even the greatest fears or doubts. The purpose of this sacred container is to provide you with a feeling of being held, especially for those times when you are feeling that you cannot hold yourself. Sometimes we just need permission to break down, to really let go, to come apart and be dissembled, so that we can break through, be lifted up, and come together in a new, more spiritually coherent and loving form to move forward. For you, this is essential. There is a person, place, thing, or belief that has come to be like a manacle around your wrist, or an iron ball and leg iron, preventing you from moving forward with the grace you have earned spiritually. You are being empowered here to shed that. Don't hesitate. Let yourself be cloaked in the Christ energy and receive the spiritual assistance you deserve now. There is a reason for this. The unfolding of your life purpose is taking a turn for the better, and your energy is required to fuel that new life. This is particularly so if you have also drawn the Oracle of Passion for Purpose, or intuitively feel drawn to read that message. Just remember, however, whenever we are asked to release something, to surrender something, it is because the divine wishes to fill our hearts and hands with more. Do not hold on to scraps for fear that the feast will be denied to you. Use your nose. Smell the feast awaiting you. Okay, so we're going to close out this evening's reading with this sacred honouring ritual. So if you would like to take part, as recommended, then please open your arms wide above your head and tip your gaze gently up towards the heavens. If you are inside, imagine or intend that you can gaze beyond the physical structure of the ceiling, right out into the sky that lies above. Lower your arms now to prayer position at your heart and say aloud, if possible, Rumi and Jesus Christ. Let me begin that again. I couldn't speak. Let me start again. Let me start again. You were fine. You didn't make a mistake. Okay. So, with our hands now in prayer position at our heart, say the following. Rumi and Jesus Christ, who love me without condition, offer me the cloak of the Christ, the mantle of divine protection, now, that I may receive the karmic grace and healing I need through the power and mercy of your presence. Thank you. So now sit quietly for a moment and imagine you are surrounded by a dark, comforting cloak. You can easily breathe through it. You can easily see light within it or filtering through it if needs be. Or you may feel comfortable in the darkness. Let it be whatever is most relaxing and soothing for you. You may even imagine it to be the night sky dappled with stars wrapping around you. Close your eyes and relax now for as long as feels good. That may be for a minute, for 15 or 20 minutes or longer. Just be with what feels appropriate and best for you at this time. When you feel you are ready to arise from your rest, simply place your hands at your heart and say thank you. You may notice strong energetic sensations or emotions during this process or in the day following. You may notice repetitive thought patterns that you need to confront and challenge with more loving thoughts. You may have significant dreams in the evening following also. It may be very subtle for you, so much so that you wonder if anything has happened and if it has worked. It has. The effect will be demonstrated at the right time. Trust. Time will tell. So that was this evening's Rumi message. Thank you everybody for being here, and I really hope you enjoyed this evening's messages. Thank you again to everyone for your likes and subscribes. I truly appreciate everyone that drops a comment, and to everyone that's been, sharing content and helping build up the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And don't forget, when we get to 1,000, I'm going to do this giveaway to, give away a little gift. Give a little love. Yep, from my heart to yours. So let's get there. Let's get there together. We'll go there and to infinity and beyond. So let's keep going. It's the journey. Much love, everybody. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. I shall be back and I will see you very soon. Hasta la vista, baby.